Um, Ace, before we start recording, this had to come up somehow, and I think it's best we address this. The the drinking, it's gotten out of hand, and I saw you punch Phil when you were handing it when he was handing you your coffee, and I hate to say it, but if this behavior continues, we're gonna have to call HR. Just say you understand, and we can start the podcast.
Whatever.
Okay, let's just get this over with. Hey guys, welcome back to the AM-bition podcast. I'm here with my co-host Ace.
Hey guys, how's it going, Men's Warehouse?
Men's Warehouse.
That's a clothing shop.
It is. I've been there.
It is. Sounds gross.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Yes.
Old Navy is worse though, way fucking worse.
Do you have a vendetta against?
Oh, definitely, 100%. I went there with $20 and left with actually zero, not even a cent to my name.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about Old Navy. I've noticed that they market themselves as like a pristine, but reasonable place, but really they're just as bad as like Belk or something like that. Or any store like that. So anyway, welcome guys to the podcast, and today is a very special episode. It's the anniversary or birthday of the channel's birth, and I don't know, it's kind of cool to say that we've been here for a year now, right? That's how birthdays work, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't have any more money to my name is the thing. This podcast has done the wrunging of me dry. I have not a single cent. I am this podcast, it might look different, but it don't pay very well. I don't know if you could tell, but we're kind of living off the few cents we earn from YouTube or we don't even earn any money from YouTube. We earn money from fucking Spotify. So, hey, you could do us a favor, just be like, hey, bop the boop, and go the fuck over to Spotify. Watch this episode again. Just leave it on in the background. I'm pulling a Justin Bieber right now.
Wait, didn't he say that? Wait,
yeah,
what
did.
What song? What song was it?
It was some bubblegum fuck shit song, dude. And he was like, I don't care. I want it on number one. Just leave it on repeat. Please.
Yeah, wait. No, he's like, dude, are you I think I saw a screenshot of that tweet or something. He was like, dude, if you're a true Bieber believer, bring this one to the top. Share it with your friends. And it was like, am I watching one of like the titans of like an industry begging right now? Like,
he has so much fucking money, dude, and he's been to jail so many times, but he still has that much money. He's still earning money from his baby song, dude.
oh, you know it. My God, like I can remember when it was a big deal when there's like one of his first. It was Baby. The video for Baby came out, and my younger relatives, they could not stop playing it. Like that's all they played, and I think it was at a time where YouTube's like liking system was kind of malfunctioning because you could like a video as many times as you wanted. And so my cousin literally just kept refreshing the video and liking it, and I was like an angsty voice of like, ew, gross, but like, I still don't really like him that much, but
yeah,
such a weird time we're living in. But
yeah. and then you have all these good artists getting like shut down. I saw a guy make a song out of zip ties and James Charles tweets, okay?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That was a fucking banger song, by the way.
It was.
What the fuck? Zip ties? Flip. Okay.
That's the amazing thing about Bionic Pig is the guy we're talking about. Bionic Pig, he's on YouTube. You can find him. Uh he's a funny guy and he's amazingly talented. Um you know that you I watched one of his recent I don't know if it was recent. Have you seen the video where he made a song out of Carson tweets?
I have not. That
Uh
sounds like something I should definitely get on though.
yeah. Um, and you guys listening, definitely check that out. Cool guy. Uh, great content, great content. But he made a song that was enjoyable and not like kind of like didn't feel like it was crammed into our ears. Within 15 minutes, I think. I think that was the challenge. He, it takes me 2 hours to think of a melody and to apply bass to a melody, and he made a concise, awesome song within 15 minutes. So it's safe to say he's got a future in music. That's all. That yeah.
Yeah. And people like that, a lot of YouTubers like music. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
A lot of them get onto music. You have Jacksepticeye with his fucking drums. You have you have Chris Ray Gun with his music. You have fucking everybody else. Markiplier has fucking songs made for him. PewDiePie has songs made for him. Those aren't exactly their like passion, but that's stuff that they get into. Everyone has gotten into music at least once or twice before. Okay, and it's cool making something for the ears that people like hearing.
Yeah. And speaking of music, Ace and I had a musical awakening. That's not an innuendo for people trying to like find a deeper meaning in that. I'm saying we found a new genre that we're really into, and that's 1980s Japanese city pop.
And it'll be playing at the beginning and the end of this video just to showcase that.
It's Ace. What was your you were like you were vibing when you were listening to that video I showed you of like the compilation of different songs. Give the audience your experience.
Sounds it sound it's a sound.
They very detailed right there.
I love saying fucking dumb shit that confuses people because then you just have to hear them scramble for like what to say next, and it's fucking hilarious.
It's a social experiment.
It's a social experiment. It's Ethan Bradbury. That was the guy that got punched for pulling a black person's shorts up because they were sagging, and the guy turned around and punched him in his stupid fucking face.
Wow. But one of the very specific songs that both you and I really enjoyed was Plastic Love. I can't remember the name of the artist, but man,
Doing Your Mom by fucking Ray William Johnson. Whoever said that that was my favorite song. Fucking Plastic Love. What even is that? I like Doing Your Mom Did a Doing Your Mom by fucking Ray William Johnson. I'm God, I'm God, I'm God.
uh we recently established that Ace is a higher being because he completed Sekiro.
I am a
Uh
high. Okay, this joke is actually getting old now.
yeah. um
It's
but
true though.
it's true. I'm not going to sell myself short here. I kind of just saved humanity.
I saved myself from I don't even
Insanity.
know. Oh, my phone just buzzed. What was that?
Is Justin Bieber tweeting you saying, "Hey, play the song in the background. Just play it."
My mom tweeted it. Oh, my mom tweeted, I love all of my kids. And then she added me, which was something that is forsaken. She fucking added me on Twitter. Oh, I hate that. I don't like that. Ooh, unga,
Ooga booga.
unga dungada, ungi, unga chunga, big chungus is funny. I forgot.
Big Chungus.
There's been a guy on Reddit drawing fucking Angry Birds both big ass feet, big ass tits, and fucking stinky toes.
God. What?
Yeah. It's very ironic though.
Oh, it's not like he's not like into it.
No.
Oh.
I don't know, maybe. He could.
At some level, he has to kind of be into it to draw that kind of stuff. I feel.
Well, it's not very good drawings. So,
Microsoft Paint,
Microsoft Paint.
Microsoft Paint.
Microsoft Paint.
Uh, you said Big Chungus. That reminded me. A friend of mine, uh, Joey or Guy Funny. He's been on the podcast recently. Every once in a while, he'll start singing this. What's the name of the artist who made Havana? The song, like Havana, una na. What's the name of that artist? I can't remember.
Hey, Macarena.
No,
Hey,
different song.
Macarena.
No, but he keeps singing this like parody of that song, but it's like Big Chungus, una na, Big Bunny funny, jump up and down, una. And he just, I don't know. He finds these videos that I don't understand where they come from, but I don't know.
That man is an ascended being.
He, yeah, you guys will have to fight over the domain of the earth at this point.
Person who completed Sekiro and the person who sings Big Chungus Unana. I think we all know who the winner is, and it's Big Chungus.
I mean,
he will come from the ground and fucking beat us all to death, and then he will claim the earth from it for his own. He will be the new Galactica, or whatever the fuck his name was from Marvel.
Galactus.
Galactus. Yeah, that's his name.
It's amazing how the movie that they introduced him into live action, the movie that was used to introduce him into the world of live action, made him a giant, massive cloud, space matter instead of like the actual character. But
yeah,
I don't know.
That was a bit strange. I would say you could even say Doctor Strange.
Bro, Marvel Comedy Hour right here.
Bro, I got the big funny in me.
You can get that radiated out at a oncologist.
Don't. All right.
Bad joke.
Like
bad
this.
joke. Not funny.
Change.
Not funny. Didn't laugh. Not funny. Didn't laugh. Moving on.
Gmod is still a fun game even to this day, and I figured that out yesterday because I don't know, just something about Gmod that still lives up to this day. That it's still such a fun game that you could fuck around with your friends with, and just be an ultimate shithead. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way to describe it. Me and the boys getting together and being shitheads on Gmod, tormenting little kids. is what I get pleasure out of. I get pleasure out of tormenting kids.
Good old days.
good old days, and not in Gmod. So,
no, but really though, Gmod, great game. Like, I don't know if it's the variety of like what you can do and just like the creative community within like making the mods for the game, but I don't know. It's because it's such a mix match of different like mismatch. Ooh, it's a mixture of random franchises, random types of weapons, vehicles, and it's got the same like whimsical doofiness that like a game you wouldn't take seriously has, but at the same time you can like make it into something really fun. And I don't know, I've always been more into like open world sandbox games that than like set maps, like restrictive story mode games. Even though I did grow up on like a lot of like Lego games, which were the best, but most of them had like some sort of open free roam map to them. But I've always preferred like sandbox games, and Gmod's the best kind, you know.
Yeah, speaking of Lego, Did you ever watch those like Lego fucking stop animations on YouTube? Like the ones with Batman, Superman, and it had like blood and stuff and guts.
Yes, yes, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Shit. I remember just one line from all of those, which is Robin, I want to have sex with you. And trust me, okay? Hold on, before you call me weird. I was a kid, okay? I didn't know what any of this was, but all I remember is like Robin, take care of the Batcave, and Robin has a fucking party. It's like fucking Robot Chicken animation, and it has the same humor as Robot Chicken.
Whoa.
And yeah, so well, some of them do, but the other ones were pretty kid-like, kid-friendly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was watching. Like I remember watching an episode of the Avengers. Uh, I think we're on the same page. Like we're pretty big, like really into Legos. At least you know. I don't know. I've always had a Legos has always had a or Lego is actually what you should say technically. I guess has always been had a huge place in my like childhood, in my heart. It's just something I did with my siblings, and I still enjoy like every once in a while building stuff because it's just creative. But as far as the stop motion videos, the ones I watched, they would use oh, well, I was saying was I watched an Avengers one. The most recent one I watched when I was much younger was this Avengers one where like Spider-Man joins the Avengers and then like Deadpool joins or something and he starts like shooting up this random place and I actually stopped the video halfway because I got mad because I was like they're using Play-Doh for blood. They should only be using Legos. I was like a Lego purist or something. So I got mad and I turned off the video.
They're using Legos for, or not Lego, clay for blood. What are you, some sort of sadist, bro?
I know. I was like, no, that's against the rules of creativity. They have to only use Legos.
I remember one time, me and my brother had built this Lego house, right? And you know how sometimes like there are Legos, but then there are like weird brands of Legos.
Like Mega Blocks.
Not Mega Blocks.
Well, no, they're.
They,
Mm,
like, okay, here's a for instance. One time I got a Lich King set, Lego set. It wasn't actually Lego. The character's body were kind of like not blocky, but roundish, and he had a cupped hand. It basically is like rip-offs of Lego, but they're all different,
hmm
you know. And some of them do it pretty well, and then some of them do it a little bit weird. But that Lich King set, the Lich King is from WoW. If you don't know that, was really fucking cool because it came with a dragon and a fucking Frostmourne, which is a sword from WoW. Pretty rare one at that.
hmm.
I don't I don't understand why people play WoW much anymore. I used to play it a lot, and I wouldn't say I was addicted, but I did play it quite a bit to where I felt like I finished the game, which is kind of impossible. But I got pretty high, and now Classic WoW is coming back, so I think I might start like getting back into it. But I can't relate to those people who are like every day. Wow, wow, hey, wow, acquire weapon, morph. It's kind of sad though. You know,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying like the people who do it are like bad people. It's just maybe don't spend all that time on WoW. Like, there's a shit ton of other games.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Could you explain what WoW is?
You could have cut me off. World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm not used to the acronym. I was like, what is he? I'll just let him keep going because I know he knows what he's talking about, but I don't want to call him on it. Like what? But
You could have just asked. Now it's worse.
it's fine. It's fine. Phil will cut this part out. I know he will. He's such a great editor. But
Don't, don't, Phil. Don't. or I'll beat the shit out of you again, Phil. Do you
We
hear
we can't we
me?
can't we can't bring that up for
Uh,
legal reasons.
I can bring that up.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
the aggressor. That's how that works.
speaking of childhood, did you watch The Wiggles?
What? What? Hold on. Is there something you need to talk about?
uh, segueing on, did you ever watch The Wiggles, the show, when you were little?
No. Mind filling me in.
I don't know. I guess I don't know if it was shown everywhere. It was a show with a bunch of British dudes in color coded shirts with who had friends that were like mascots, like a dinosaur and an octopus, and they would like drive in a red
That's
car.
sorry.
What'd you say?
So that's hot.
No, yeah, but I was pretty young. I didn't really understand the connotations they were trying to. Anyway, no, they were like they were all British. I don't know if it was filmed in England or in Europe, but it was a show. It was like these. It was a couple of dudes with different colored T-shirts, and they would like do a little dance with their stuff. Their like mascot friends, and then I don't know that there was a pirate character, and it was like I don't know. I don't know how that's the best way I can explain it. It was a kids show that was wacky and whimsical. But I'm guessing based off your non-response to the description, you haven't seen it.
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
Uh,
The only few childhood shows I remember was before it got really bad,
yeah.
which I'm kind of glad that I grew up before like the childhood shows got really bad. Now it's a bunch of like kiddie garbage. But fucking we well the shows that I had were ones that were like I forgot it's hard to explain. I had Powerpuff Girls, the original. Uh you know, I'm not gonna lie, as a kid I watched it. I'm not ashamed.
Don't be
I'm a
ashamed.
guy, you know. There was this one show that had hamsters and stuff, and they would go out and solve things.
The Wonder
Uh,
Pets.
the Wonder Pets, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that show.
That shit was the vibing shit when I was little. Also, obviously, everyone watched Dora. Uh, Not everyone. Eh, I did. Uh,
A lot of people did. Not many
a
people
lot of
admit it,
people
but
did. Yeah, a lot of people
everyone
did.
at one point everyone did. But
Obviously SpongeBob. Uh, I think that was really the era, like early 2000s, before cartoons took a real turn for the worse. Now you have shitty ass teen. Dude, I remember as a kid watching the original Teen Titans and being like, wow, this is so cool.
yeah,
Okay? And this garbage that they're shilling out now is so bad. Like, actually.
here's my case for cartoons now. There are a lot of great cartoons that are being made because of the time period they're being made in. Yes, Teen
Yeah.
Titans was a classic. It's a great show. It still is a great show. I watch it every once in a while on DC Universe. Um, but as far as new shows like Craig of the Creek, Steven Universe, what else? There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of
Apple,
good shows.
Apple and Onion.
Apple and Onion. I was just talking about this the other day. Apple and Onion, Legend of Korra, Avatar. Well, actually, no. I guess those are a little way back.
Avatar. Yeah.
Way back.
Avatar Legend.
I
I
just say
like.
that because I was watching those shows recently, because they're really good. But there's a lot of great shows out there. There still is a lot of great shows out there and shows being made.
But
Um,
there are so many more bad ones that they kind of outweigh the good ones. Is that's like my opinion on it. I don't know if it's your shared opinion, but
well, the great thing though is you can tell quickly which shows have writers that care. For example, I'm at a loss here because I'm trying to think of because I can't really go with my first answer would be Avatar, but that doesn't really count. I'm trying to talk about like most recent cartoons and like
Steven Universe, the first 3 seasons.
yeah,
I
that
have to put that in there because then it got bad after that. Like actually, it got too, some would say, complex, but I like to say
Convoluted.
it got too gay for me.
Well,
No,
hmm.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. I was just fucking around. Uh,
Like, I'm trying to think. I guess does if it's an adult cartoon show, does it count?
yeah, sure. Like I used to watch fucking George Lopez when I was little, and that was a fucking cartoon. It was an adult show, but kind of marketed towards kids. So I guess
Like, Harley Quinn, that show. It's great. It's hilarious. It's definitely made for DC fans, and then people who are not really huge DC fans but just love like the voice actors. It's it's very good, and I feel because it doesn't have to submit to like network rules or like television company rules that it's able to do a lot more with stuff. It's very specific. It's a lot. It doesn't have to censor itself like most TVs on the air, most TVs like most shows on the air. But it's a good show. I'm trying to think of more like Clarence is recent enough to mention. It was a
yeah,
good show.
Clarence was a pretty good show. I liked it personally. The art style and just how dumb the characters were actually made it kind of fucking enjoyable. Didn't it get canceled though?
I don't
It got like it got the boot from Cartoon Network for some
maybe,
reason.
but Clarence regular show was great.
Yeah, I can't believe I left that out. That's like my favorite show of all time. Adventure Time, which also came around the same time as regular show.
Yeah, and going going with the argument that I had that I was trying to come up with, but I had trouble because I was trying to scramble for examples, and of course, the time I need to think of something, I can't think of it because shows are because the world of animation is getting a lot more attention and a lot more funding because they realize it's a medium for kids, adults, all
Right.
ages. There's a lot more care towards the writing behind these shows, and even Clarence, they address like heavy issues sometimes. Believe it or not, that in a very lighthearted way, they managed to make one of the most likable characters have a kind of you know not I guess you not normal but the average life, and have like a good spirit about him. Like in the first episode of Clarence, he meets this girl who's moving out, and they didn't meet until she was moving, and so they had like a fun day together, and she was opening up about like how her dad moved away because her parents got divorced or something like that, and Clarence, in the most innocent way possible, is like trying to connect with her. Says, I used to have a dad, but now I have a Chad, and he's pretty cool. That was the exact line. And that kind of opened my eyes to like, wow, that that's pretty
That's
inspiring.
deep.
Yeah. So
Also, fucking Christ, who keeps texting me? Gee, sorry. Uh, I'm putting God. I hate. Oh, it's my girl. Never mind. I need to answer this real quick. 1 second.
God, I hate. Oh wait, it's my girlfriend.
1 second. Uh, okay. Okay. My bad.
I really hope she doesn't listen to this.
Oh man, I might be in some deep shit.
You're gonna be in the doghouse, my man.
But yeah, like I'm saying, the only like actually good cartoon that I still watch that has made it through all the cycles, has come out from the golden age and come out into the dark age, and is now persevering past that. It's not my favorite show in the world, but I really like it. The Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh my goodness, that's one of the. Oh my gosh, that's the best example. That's the best example. That right there. It addresses
Yeah,
all of the things I was talking about or trying to talk about. Comedy, good messages, funny references, like oh my gosh, how could I have forgotten about that? That's one of the best shows of all time.
yeah. It's weird because when you tell your brain like think about cartoon shows that you watched, your brain is like poof. So I just let my brain relax and let it come naturally. And then you also have fucking Gravity Falls, which was a fucking banger, dude.
Oh my gosh, keep going, because why couldn't I think of these? These are like my childhood and my not childhood, but I don't know, olderhood.
But yeah, Amazing World of Gumball has always been kind of like a cool banger. I'm sorry if my audio is getting a little bit weird. I keep sitting back in my chair, but then I'm like, oh shit, I got a mic. Amazing World of Gumball has always been just that funny comedy because of how nonchalantly it plays its story for that episode. It's kind of like Family Guy if Family Guy was actually really funny, you know. I'm
You
not
said
saying
it.
that Family Guy is funny. I actually kind of enjoy it still, along with American Dad and all that other shitty TV. But The Amazing World of Gumball does it well. And there are a few episodes that I'm like, that's a bit weird, but I still liked it. Because it feels like you can't hate an episode of The Amazing World of Gumball. That's the same way it feels for regular show. One of my favorite shows. That's the same way it feels for fucking Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, you name it, man. Because they have a progressing storyline that works. It's not every episode that they're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like maybe an episode or two of like actual story or main plot, like in The Amazing World of Gumball, where Darwin gets a girlfriend, that hot ghost goth GF, dude.
And Gumball's love interest Penny, that like everybody was like, come on, come on.
Yeah, you know and it's like with regular show, it wasn't every day that they were discovering something new. It was like, but each time that story came on, you were excited because you were like, oh shit, dude, what's happening now, what's popping? If you don't get that reference, it's the Amazing World of Gumball actor. He said that, what's popping, as like a joke, you know
Yeah. Um. Yeah. What amazes me, the way Amazing World of Gumball amazes me is that they were able to somehow master their form of comedy to where no matter what age you are, you find the show funny, and like there's never an awkward stage where you're like, this show's not good. Like, I'm too old for that. I'm too young for that. They found a way to make every episode enjoyable for everybody, like sliding in Golden Girl references to a show
and
that's
fucking
point.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, yeah, Dragon Ball Z references to like an audience that may or may not understand some of the references, but like, it's amazing. It's just
The
it's
kids,
amazing.
haha, funny Darwin.
Funny,
And
haha.
kids are able to enjoy it and grow up with it and understand the message. But like in the future, it's like, oh shit, that's actually a pretty cool reference. This show was a lot cooler when I was little, and it still is cool. And by the
Yeah.
way, the I have watched the first episode of some shows and the last episode of some shows in the same day. Okay, let me tell you, voice actors change a lot
In
in
Gumball,
that
yes.
in Gumball as well, because all of a sudden he's like, I'm Gumball Watterson, and then he's like, I'm Gumball Watterson, and I'm here to fuck bitches and shoe ass.
Ooh.
That's not Duke Nukem reference, but you get it.
Yeah. That was, maybe that's the one complaint I might have, but that happens sometimes. But
That's just puberty though.
yeah. But
Just
speaking of
beat up.
vo- yeah, but speaking of voice actors, did you know that Mark Hamill, the guy who played Luke Skywalker, who voiced the Joker in a lot of things very well, also voiced Skips
Skips
in regular show.
in regular show.
He voiced
Okay, I
Skips.
he did.
Yeah,
That's fucking hilarious. I didn't know that.
it's amazing. Now I couldn't hear it before, and then now I can't unhear it. It's amazing.
I need to rewatch regular show. I haven't watched it in a long time. I heard that the plot, it got a bit weird at the end, but it was still good.
Yeah, it holds up. I was watching one of the first few episodes, and it was when they had to stack chairs, uh, for a kid's birthday party, and uh,
Oh, that
yeah.
one.
But anyway, I don't know. This was a fun nostalgia trip, and I think one of the best episodes to celebrate our anniversary here. Not the romantic anniversary between me and Ace. That's another story, but we'll get on to that in the next episode. But thank you guys for listening. Ace, any closing thoughts?
Uh, you know, we've said a lot of controversial stuff. You know, like whatever you like. It doesn't matter. We're just two fucking idiots talking right now. So, just like what you like whatever shows. This is just our personal opinions and stuff like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Regular show is undoubtedly the best show, though. I just have to say that. All of your other petty shows are garbage compared to my favorite. Uh, and that is it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Thank you guys for listening. Check us out on Patreon. If you want to support us for free, listen to us on Spotify. That would really, really help. But again, thank you guys for being here for a year. And yeah, let's let the music play out and we can continue our conversation we had beforehand.
Did it doing your mom? Did it doing your mom?